Going into this game, you went cloth armor with 4 health potions. Do you do this every game? I didn't
Do I
check.
think? Do I think what?
Do you go the cloth armor 4 health potions every game?
Most of the time, yeah. Except I play against AP top laners, right?
Hmm.
Then I go most of the time like these 3 pearl items, these health for health regen.
You talking about rejuvenation beats?
Or in that game I just went. You see, at Kyle game I just went for Durant's shield.
Hmm. Yeah. So, and that's what I was going to tell you. Against Garen, I think rejuvenation beats would be better. Because you don't really need the health potions against Garen. You're not going to get poked that much.
Do you mean that potion for 500?
No, that's corrupting potion. Hold on, I'll pull it up.
Because I'm not so familiar with the words, you know.
Yeah. Oh, that's the wrong thing.
Yeah, I
These.
see. These I buy for AP matchups, but you say for Garen it's better?
Yeah. Well, okay, so it has nothing really to do with whether they're magic damage or physical damage, because all it is health regeneration. But if you're not getting poked a ton, then this will help you get your items faster because you can sell them for almost all of the cost. But when you're going cloth armor and 4 health potions, you're not selling those, so you're not saving as much gold.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just something to consider on what you're able to do. Now, in some matchups, you will need the cloth armor and 4 health potions just because you're going to get autoed that much. Like, if you're against any kind of ranged top laner, like a Vayne, Quinn,
No.
anything like that, then yeah, you'll probably need some more sustain, whether that's through the health potions or, as you talked about, with Doran Shield against Kayle. Although I think against Kayle you could be fine with rejuvenation beads.
So against Kale, it's too better to buy these pearls, like these.
Yeah. She shouldn't be strong enough to force you to get Doran Shield.
Okay. And there, the Garen just like did it well. I just reacted very late. He went into the bush, you know. Yeah, I react very late. I don't know why.
Yep, get cheesed a little bit.
And I just like got like tilted, you know. I didn't see it. I was like, "Fuck you, man."
Yeah.
Yeah, he got me again. That was stupid. That was for sure stupid. Did I take the second coup?
Yeah. It's gonna be rough for a little while due to that.
And he just denied my EXP, you know, just for his goals. So
Yep.
he just yeah, he did it well, but yeah, and again, so unnecessary.
This isn't too bad though, because the wave's going to push into you and then you can farm a turret.
Yeah, that's true. But the worst thing happens in like when Noctis came to the top side, you know? When he came to the top side, all things went very badly.
Yep, use health potion, wait, this is good. No, don't walk into him. If
That was not good, right?
yeah, like, so here when you're behind the turret, this is good. You're trying to keep the space between you, and his sword is lighting up, which means he's already used his Q. and then as long as you wait for it to run out, you're fine. But you walked into him, and then he was able to combo you there. But all you should be worried about right now is making sure you get as many minions as possible. Because obviously if you can last hit well and get whatever stacks you can, then you'll be doing better than him in the long run.
Yeah, I messed up the
Mm-hmm.
Do you think grass makes sense in that matchup? Like,
Yeah.
or
Yep.
or
Yeah, a lot of the times, or the great thing about Grasp on Nasus specifically in Aberrant is that if you have Grasp, your Q wins against his Q. But obviously, you didn't get to apply your Grasp because you were getting zoned too much. But normally you would be able to if you didn't get cheese. Just gonna be a lot of safely farming, hopefully.
yeah, but now it will went bad. He needed help at Evelyn, so I guess I slowed the Garen, right?
Yeah,
So
that's all you can do
yeah,
is just try to hold off Garen and then
yeah. And
back off.
we got Evelyn, right? So yeah, this is not so good again for me that I just let him hit again from the queue. But he gets Evelyn, right? And after he gets Evelyn, I told him don't do this, don't go in, right? I told him. He was
Yeah.
in the Discord, you know, because look at my wave, like, and my
Yeah,
health,
yeah. Mhm.
and he just went in, and I was like, I need to help this dude because when I'm not helping him, he will die for sure.
Yeah, but now you're just both gonna die.
Yeah, you are true. We will die.
Yeah, Garen did not play that well at all.
And I wasted my flash either.
Yeah.
Also, yeah. And from this on, everything went bad. Like I'm level 4, he's level 6, right?
Yep. Yeah. So, I know you mentioned you were in a Discord call, but the correct play is to just let Nocturne die. Because the problem with him doing this is all Garen has to do is flash onto you and kill you immediately. There's no way this ever works. So, yeah, you just have to let him die. That may anger him, but it is what it is.
Yeah, man, that feels bad, you know. When you want to help someone out, but it messes up.
Mhm.
And at this point of the game, I was like, oh no, you know, like I was crying inside of me.
It's not that bad.
And the wave is pushing now towards him, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's so fucked up, man.
Yep. You just last hits, and then hope that Garen will push the wave, which he probably won't. Yeah. Oh, he actually did. Okay.
But
You're
the
gonna get
tower-
dough though. Yeah, yeah.
It's too easy. And I didn't know what I should I back off?
Yeah, you just
Oh.
have to drop the wave. Yeah. You can throw your E to get the cannon, and then you just completely leave. There's not really anything you can do about it because of what Nocturne did earlier, but that's just part of how the matchup goes when you're this far behind.
Then from there on, man, it went much worse side, you know, like, it's over. Like, I'm level 5, he's like level 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's gonna keep pushing. So the only thing you can do, since you said you're in comms with this dude, is you ask him to help you push in the wave so that it's not getting frozen here. That's the only thing you can do.
Ah, I see.
Obviously, you couldn't do that earlier before Garen dove you, because if we go back, Nocturne was in his bot side, so there's nothing he can really do. Well, he could have known this, but I'm not going to expect that from him. But yeah, at least here you could ask him to help. And then it's going to be very likely the same situation that just happened, but worse.
Players are not so much into asking for help, you know what I mean?
Well, sometimes you have to.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Because, yeah, let's say this were solo queue and you weren't able to properly communicate with Nocturne. You would still ping for assistance and try to get help, and if he doesn't help you, then all you can really do is get whatever XP you can and go take Krugs or something. Because you obviously can't walk up anywhere, Garen's gonna kill you.
Yeah, man, that's true.
Although, the good thing is he didn't freeze, so you can still farm. He doesn't have ultimate for a little bit.
But he's doing all the, like, he's tower diving me, like, all the time. And I'm just like, from there on, I was like tilted, you know, I knew I'm dead, like, yeah.
Well, you didn't have to die there. You, like, so, here, you hit level 6, and you didn't level your ult, because I guess you were just really slow on it. But if you ult, then you don't die from the ignite here.
Yeah, I didn't realize that.
Yeah. So your whole goal here is to get XP as fast as possible, level up, and then try to just farm under turret. But you were hitting Garen, which is not your goal, because actually, did you? Maybe you just queue the minion. By the way, you walk. I think it was here. Yeah, you're getting just too close. A lot of Nasus is just figuring out which matchups you can farm and which ones you're going to have to give up a lot of minions until you're able to properly scale. Nocturne, don't do it.
I don't know if it's not. But like, I know for sure that Garen is not the easiest matchup for me, but I know that Garen is a doable matchup for Nasus. Like, it's not like, but I feel like the early game just like, I don't know, man. Maybe I fucked up. Yeah, I fucked for sure up, but yeah.
Yeah, it was a mix of you and Nocturne messing up to the point where you can no longer salvage it. Yep.
Normally, this game should be winnable. Like, if I look at the gold we have and in our team, we're supposed to win this, but
yeah, and you still can. As I said, this right here, what you want to do, so Garen's obviously going to zone you again. This is another time I was talking about earlier where you can go just kill the Krugs, farm them, and intentionally let Garen take this turret. Reason being, once this turret's down, then the wave will be closer to your tier 2 and you can be safer to farm. But now, when you use your E on the wave, it would be bad, but then Garen continues to just shove anyway.
what do you think makes more sense to max with Nasus second? W or E?
That's gonna depend on matchup sometimes. Like, because some matchups you need the slow, and then other times you don't need the slow as much.
But against Garen, for example.
Against Garen, I would do E second because he can just cleanse your slow anyway.
Oh, I see.
You have to be really careful with when you use it. And slowing his attack speed doesn't matter because he only autos you a couple times in a trait. Since he's going to Q on you and spin.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. But if it were something like a Trendemir matchup, or a Jax matchup, then W would be much better.
Yeah, I'm playing Trinda as well, but I feel like Trinda is a much more complex character, you know, like Nasus is easy to understand, like you farm, you lose the early game and you win the late game. Trinda is like, he's good in early game, he's good in every state of the game, but I don't know, I don't know why I do stuff like this. Yeah, that's true. That's shit. And it just go worse and worse, you know. Like this will go all the game long.
Yeah. So, yeah. At this point, obviously, it's really bad, and I can look through a different game where we win it a little differently. But the main things to take away from this is like obviously you don't want to get zoned initially. So you want to be paying more attention when he's trying to cheese you. And then just looking to farm safely at this point. And then if you have to, give up waves and go farm Krugs or something to recover.